that drawer. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Fat Sajak. That's all you need to know. Today, we're watching another episode of Teen Mom because of course we are. Excuse me. Because of course we are. Because that's what we do here. And, I mean, we do other stuff too. I've had a lot of mishaps leading up to this episode, so hopefully it'll be a good one. That's girl math or whatever. This is the best one yet. Alani, if you do not sponsor me, I will cry. Because I want a lifetime supply of this one. I want it. This is the best one. Please go find it. So, as always, we've been rewatching Teen Mom 2 together. We've been having a nostalgic romp. If you want to call it that. You don't, I'm sure. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. We're making our way through Teen Mom 2. We are almost finished with Season 2. When we're done with all of Teen Mom 2, we're going to move to OG. Next chapter, family reunion, young and pregnant. Someone suggested that I do Teen Mom as well, which I have never actually even watched. So, I'll add it to the list of things, and we'll have content until the end of time. So if you need to catch up, as always, there are the playlists down below. They are linked down below for the full Season 1 rewatch playlist, the Updated As We Go Season 2 rewatch playlist, and the Evolution of Teen Mom playlist that has all of my Teen Mom content throughout the years. So, I am still planning on making a, like, present day, like, this and that, pick and mix, hodgepodge Teen Mom video, because there's a couple things I still want to talk about. I just haven't had a moment to really put all those thoughts on paper, so it isn't a big, like, mess here, because sometimes editing can't even save me, you know? If you're here, you've probably been here before. If not, make sure you're subscribed if you like this kind of babbly bullshit content. Anyway, let's go. Today we're watching Teen Mom 2, Season 2, Episode 9? I think. We'll find out. Alright. Let's do it.
Work has been pretty easy for me since I'm only going in one day a week. And now that Corey is going to be a coal miner, we're really excited because we'll have enough money to move out of our old place.
That is a hell of a sentence.
Which is falling apart, really far away, and not great for the kids. So we're meeting up with a friend of Corey's who knows of some land for sale where we can put a new trailer.
I want to have somewhere where I can have dogs and they can just run open.
I just want the girls in a good area too.
I'm sorry, but how is that baby buckled? She's in a 5-point harness, which means the buckle needs to be here, and it appears to be out of line of sight of the camera, which means it's too low and too loose. I mean, she's survived, she's alive, she's fine, she's thriving, but like, turn around and take a look at the lack of safety happening back there.
And this right here is a nice spot.
This is it. This is like 5,000. The whole hill will be ours.
I just got like a bunch of rhythmic words and then a car door slam, so. You too, Corey.
Do you know how this neighborhood is? Yeah, it's a pretty good neighborhood here. Is it? Yeah.
Is the school good here?
Yeah. Is the schools good here? Asking for a friend.
Lincoln County School.
Is it?
Yeah.
Girls, look at the horse. Does the horse come with it?
I don't know. That'd be sweet if it did.
You hungry? Okay, we're gonna go get some to eat as soon as Daddy gets done.
Alright, thanks for meeting us down here. Okay.
What do you really think about that?
I think that on up here is gonna be nice.
I think. Or it's not nice, too.
I'm glad that Corey likes the land, and now we just need to find a trailer. So I'm going to my mom's to search online.
But first I'm gonna put on this horrible plastic wig because at some point I've changed my hair and we forgot to film this the first time. So just when you thought our wig saga was over, oh no. Now we've entered the Leah wig saga, which I'll let you decide if it's better or worse. You know what? It's not better. You're gonna have to decide if it's a lot worse or it's the same. Good luck!
$3,000, 3 bedrooms. That's not bad. Must sell, must sell, must sell, must sell, must sell.
Well, it's always a good sign when they say
Must sell, must sell, must sell, must sell.
it's probably not a scam. Anyway, the only way to be sure is if you give me your banking account information.
I can go home and tell Corey about this one. This one's not that bad. Hey. Mama. What y'all doing? I'm looking at mobile homes for me and Corey. He wants to get a job in the coal mine.
And I'm going to get a job as a store mannequin with this hair. It looks like Lego hair, like that you'd put on a bald Lego person. Just solid hair. Or the hair that used to be on those the original little people, the peoples, as we called them. They look like this one. This is the one I'm thinking of in particular.
What's made Corey want to be a coal miner?
I guess better insurance, so he's just getting bored of the job, like he don't like it anymore.
Plus all the glitz and glamour. Hello.
So he's gonna go from water boy to coal miner.
Yeah. And I'll be a coal miner's wife.
Oh, good.
Dawn says that like it's an accomplishment for Leah. I'll be a coal miner's wife. Oh, well, good. That's what we always wanted for you, Leah. That and a head of Barbie hair.
And I'm really excited because I'm not driving here to all of Allie's appointments and stuff. It'll be a lot easier on us to do that.
Right.
Pretty excited. Yay!
Nah. She's still the cutest.
I'm really busy with work and school, but I like my classes and I'm getting good grades. I haven't heard from Joe since we got into a huge fight because I filed for child support. He's been ordered to pay $488 a month, which includes a year of back payments, but I haven't received any money yet.
That's a good chunk of change, honestly. And I think I've said this before. For the time and for having one kid, that's a decent amount of money.
Now go check the mail really quick, okay?
We got some mail!
Kaylin does not need this much. I cannot afford the amount ordered by the court.
Pretty sweet handwritten note. Is the paper scented? Was the pen glitter? Are there stickers? Is there a little fortune teller inside?
Isaac, you want to read what I got from your dad? He doesn't want to pay child support. I cannot afford the amount ordered by the court, and Kaylin does not need that much. I have fully financially supported Kaylin for 2 years and Isaac for the first 9 months of his life. I know, it's crazy. I also think she could put more effort in when it comes to work.
Said the man-child who lives at home with his parents, which, by the way, no shade, because a lot of us millennials specifically had to live at home for a long time or went back home because of financial hardship, okay? No shade to Gen Z who still lives at home. No shade to still living at home. But with all due respect, when you're living in a place where your bills, your living bills, I'm talking like rent, mortgage, I'm talking like utilities, water, things of that nature, where those things are taken care of and they are not your problem, groceries, etc., when there are meals made for you, things like that, you don't get to complain about how much work someone else is doing, especially if they are living on their own. And especially if they are taking care of a child. You know, again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do think Kale should have switched her priority around and done school part-time and done work full-time. But just the same, she is working. And her aim with school, see, back in the day when things were, you know, still awful, but like manageable awful. We were still being fed this lie that if you go to college, you'll have a great job and a great life. And, you know, throughout the years, we've discovered that that's a load of crap, but, or at least it became a load of crap. It wasn't always a load of crap. And, you know, so I think Kale was more so trying to fast track herself to like a career to support Isaac. And I'm sorry, but Joe should be paying child support anyway. They don't live together. She has him the majority of the time, according to their custody situation. Which, like, by the way, why wasn't this hashed out when they filed for custody? Because it's pretty standard that when you set up a visitation plan to at least assess a child support situation. You know, it's not mandatory to do it, but it would be common sense to make that assessment. Perhaps they did. Why am I rambling about this? Who cares?
She had a better job but blew it so she could work with her boyfriend. Well, let me explain something to you, Isaac. He probably just went on a rant. So we get to go back for a hearing.
That's really annoying because the odds of you not having to pay child support or having it reevaluated to the point where your amount changes drastically are so slim. What a waste of your money. I mean, yeah, he's got the right to appeal it, I guess, on a technical level, but like, it feels pointless. It feels like a waste of money. And it feels like if I were Janet and I knew that my son was like, fuck that, I don't want to pay child support for my kid. Hell no. Absolutely not. That is your child. Your time with him is not just play dates. You know, you're not his babysitter on the weekends sometimes. Like, it is your job to help financially care for that child. And for her to, like, I mean, I guess Joe's going to do whatever he's going to do, but, like, you can't tell me that Janet didn't sanction this concept of, like, well, appeal it. Take her to court. Like, I don't like it. I don't like any of it.
I haven't done any studying for my GED, and I start my job at the tanning salon tomorrow. But I can't think about any of that right now, because Adam has been really distant, and then last night he called and broke up with me.
Yeah, girl. Keep putting your life on pause for a subpar son of a bitch.
Hi.
What's new?
Me and Adam broke up, I guess.
Again?
Yeah.
You can't make anybody like you. You can't make him change.
Yeah, but
You know, you're in misery when you're with him. You gotta quit thinking things are gonna get better. They're not.
That's so true, Randalicious. That is so true. You're a wise man. Except for one thing.
You guys gotta move on. It's just no good. It's just hurting everybody. You just have to do it and get going. Okay?
okay.
I'll talk to you later though. Alright?
I know these are not things that, like, Chelsea wants to hear from Randy. Like, she just wants his undying support and agreement. But, like, these are the things that she needed to hear. Like, and I can imagine that it's probably very frustrating for Randy to have to keep having this conversation over and over and over and over and over and over again, because he's only telling her the same things. You have to be done. You have to decide you're done. But, like, being trapped in an abusive relationship, having a bond built on trauma and built on having a child together, that it's sort of like an addict where, like, you have to want to be free of that. You have to make that choice yourself, and no one can make it for you. I think the thing is like, she's got to stop looking for people to give her the answers that she wants, because she's not going to get them.
How could I like him so much and he likes me not at all?
I don't know. She's a beautiful girl, and he's a rat-faced son of a bitch with no personality who treats people like shit. So, girl, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but I do know that you deserve better, and that you will in about 3.5-ish seasons find that person.
I don't know. I can't say that I'm happy because I don't like seeing you like this, but he's not gonna change.
It's like usually I'm like ready for it because I saw it coming. I just wasn't. It just like makes me feel worse about myself.
That's absolutely heartbreaking. And there might be something to that with her being raised in such, like, abject privilege. Because I feel like people who are raised that way, who have everything they want, whenever they want, they can get whatever they want, whenever they want. They grow up affluent, they grew up, you know, not hearing the word no or needing to adhere to it. I feel like they either grow up in a way that is creating arrogance in their personality or creating a sort of self-inflicted deprecation, like a self-deprecating and self-hatred, lack of confidence, I guess is what I'm going for. So, like, I don't know. I think there might be something to that, but I'm not a doctor, if you remember.
He sees it as you need him. And you gotta stop acting like it, because you don't. Does he know you got a job?
Yeah.
You've done that by yourself, haven't you? You'll find someone else, and if
I don't want anybody.
That's good. That's the mentality you need. You don't need someone like Adam in your life. And that's collective. Nobody needs someone like Adam in their lives. That's a blanket statement, and I feel comfortable making it. I am a doctor.
Since I moved out and started living with Tori, I still spend time with Jace. But now that I'm not living there, my mom wants me to pay child support.
Wow, that's a hell of a sentence. I always wondered if Jenelle felt like when she went to the reunions and stuff, and everybody would ask, and like in the big group segments when like Dr. Drew would ask them all like, oh, what's you know, Isaac doing this week? What's Allie doing this week? And then like Jenelle would have to like guess probably because, or make some shit up because she wasn't there and you know she wasn't there. How is that not embarrassing enough for you to like want to get your shit together? I've never gotten that. And now she gets to pay child support, so that's fun.
So we're going to social services tomorrow to figure it out.
You got food all in your hair.
But things haven't been going great with me and Kiefer because I've been hearing he's been talking to other girls.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
And I'm really upset, especially because he broke up with me when I talked to an old boyfriend.
Especially because of that? So, you just admitting that you're a hypocrite? Duly noted.
So, what's the deal?
I'm so mad.
Yeah, me too, girl.
What's the matter?
I'm so mad.
Diane Downs ass looking mother.
At what?
Because, I mean, you don't care about me. You just don't.
We're supposed to be like together again. It's not supposed to be going like this.
Whatever, dude.
Why are we having this conversation? You talk to dude.
Listen, I know it's a little early for me to call these shots, but I think this is around the time Kiefer started using the hard stuff. And we'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
No, I don't. You're the only dude I talk to. And I've been asking and asking and asking for you to not talk to any girls. And you're like,
You know what I love the most about Jenelle? Her ability to hold an adult conversation.
And then I ask you, see, and I'm asking you to talk to me.
I'm talking to you. You're just playing me out and making fun of me.
And you keep walking away.
You're making fun of me.
I was
You're not making no
trying to
progress.
get to my point.
Get to the point.
As long as you call another girl that is not me or your mother, then that's it. It's like done. It's over with.
Look at her. She looks so much like Diane Downs. Right there. God, that's haunting. But honestly, like, this is so stupid. And I'm sorry, but this feels like a fabricated argument. Which it might be. I don't know. But, like, what a dumb thing. These two are dumb. But you know what they say? The past is history. The future is a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why it's called the present or some shit like that. I don't know. I can't do Kieferisms the way Kiefer can do Kieferisms.
Drama with Kiefer has put me in a horrible mood. But I want to show my mom that I'm trying to be responsible.
So I'm going to continue to not look for a job. But I am going to ride with her over to social services so we can arrange child support. Because I'm responsible. Or whatever.
So we're meeting up to figure out how much I have to pay for child support.
Well, that wasn't bad. You only have to pay $30 a week.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's not much, but it's something.
Especially when you don't have a job. That's actually is a whole lot. I mean, you're not going to be able to turn in enough pop bottles to keep up with that child support. And also, this is such an act of futility, honestly, because there's no way that the state is going to... She doesn't have there's nothing to take a lien out on. There's no wages to garnish. It's purely symbolic.
Can you turn those off? I have a
turn them
headache. I
off.
haven't had sleep in 2 days.
Why didn't you sleep?
Because I've been arguing with Kiefer and crying.
Yeah, you know, the priorities in life. Also, sorry, this is so blown out. There was no getting a good quality on this episode, so I do apologize for that. Get off my ass.
Jenna, I know you think you love this guy, but you know, he's really bad for you. He's making you so upset. It's time to walk away. And I'm not trying to be mean to you, but you know, keep his priorities and we're in the wrong spot.
Mom, okay, I get it. I really don't want to talk about it.
Hey, you know what? I'm very worried about you.
I've been trying to get Kiefer off my mind, and you're just making it worse.
All right, I'm sorry, but you know,
Okay,
I'm worried.
Stop.
You could do much better, and you don't need to be treated like that. Have more self-respect for yourself.
Leave me alone.
Walk away.
Leave me alone.
Kitchen.
God, I don't want to talk to no one.
All right, Jenelle.
God.
Oh, Jenelle, you absolute fucking delight. It's so interesting how Jenelle will tell you her problems any day of the week, but the moment you tell her the truth, she will shut you down, tell you to leave her alone, and insist that she doesn't want to talk about it. She don't want to talk to no one, all right? You're gone and... Oh, no, you're not. Now you are.
Hello?
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
I got this letter in the mail saying that you appealed the child support.
Yeah, I did.
Well, why?
I mean, I think that it's a little much. If I can bring it down, then why not?
Well, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for Isaac.
It's not like I'm not spending money on this. I'm spending money on him too. I'm buying him all types of stuff. And she give you shows my paychecks.
Yeah. Buying him all kinds of stuff is one thing. Making sure he has the essentials and the things that he needs, like clothes that he grows out of quicker, then she can have Joe send over money, shoes. I assume at some point probably things like, I don't know, daycare or school or, food, soaps, medicines, things like that. Second of all, I'm going to need Kaylin to give Corey his shirt back real quick.
It's kind of crazy to me.
Well, I'm going to school and I'm working, and I have to pay for my tuition and my rent and my car insurance and things for Isaac on my own.
Well,
Like, you don't have
you
any
could
of
get
that
a-
stuff.
You could get a better job.
I really can't, though, because no other job is going to be flexible with me with school and a baby.
If you try hard, you can try something.
And if you tried hard, you could move out of your parents' house. Joe's going to be the one I want to punch in the face this episode, isn't he?
So, are you going to get a lawyer?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Well, I feel like the question itself is arbitrary, because if he's already appealing it in court, likely he has a lawyer.
If you tell me whether you have a lawyer or not, then I'll know if I should get a lawyer or not.
So, don't you think you should anyway?
All right, Joe. Goodbye.
Alright.
Troglodyte Jones comes home to Corey cooking in the kitchen.
What's up? You seem kind of upset.
I got this letter in the mail that Joe is appealing the child support.
So he just doesn't want to pay it at all, or he doesn't want to pay that amount?
I guess he thinks it's too much money. He doesn't want to pay it.
Well, you know what? Court don't give a fuck.
Mad that he would do that.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about that?
Well, I don't know if I should get a lawyer or not.
It's probably smart to get a lawyer.
I know that I should probably get a lawyer, but Joe hasn't admitted to me that he is a lawyer, so I just don't know if I should put out the money and then him not have one. But I want the best for Isaac, and if that means that I have to put a little bit more money up front for it, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Lawyers aren't a little bit of money. They're a lot of bit of money. You can trust me, I'm a lawyer.
It's been a really long day taking care of the girls, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow because Corey and I are going to look at the trailers I saw online.
What are you doing?
Sitting out here, what are you doing?
Well, so I've been thinking about all this moving stuff, and I've decided that I don't want to get a new place.
I'm just not sure if I want to buy a house, really, right now. I don't know if I want to move. I thought it'd be a good idea to stay here and save money. And then I get the coal mining job, making better money, so we'd be able to afford a house.
Okay. Well, good thing we went to go look at all that property then.
And
I mean, you can't, like, keep going back on what you're wanting to do because we do have a family and we do have,
I know,
that's why I'm
trying to take
for your
it,
family and we have to, like,
I'm trying to take it slow instead of jumping into something like we always do. We do.
I mean, like, I kind of thought we were on the same page. Like, we was going to get a house. I was, like, looking forward to
I
that.
know, but we can
and
slow down and
like,
look.
I
and
got
look at the
aggravated
options.
with
I mean,
Allie not being able to, like, feel comfortable
Okay,
in
I
her
got-
own
I got-
home. I
okay.
have to drive to my mom's, which sucks.
I know. I'm saying, I mean, I understand your point, but that's going to be cheaper in the long run to stay here. Because the truck's getting like maybe 10 miles per gallon. Your car's getting like 22. I need a truck.
Well, it all comes down to the truck, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That's Corey's truck, I think. Interesting how all of a sudden we need a truck. Feels like we could save for a truck and move to the house that's more accessible for our child. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Because my orange one's like junked. And I'll need to get a truck to drive to work and stuff. I got a cracked wheel, my window's broke.
We're not going to be able to afford a house and a truck.
And so we're going to get a truck and pay it off and then get a house.
That sounds all well and good, but like, what if instead you just got the house and then got a used truck?
Jesus, Corey.
We can have both. Get a truck and then a house.
I just don't feel it's right, like, us making a decision as a married couple and then you, like, go back on it. Like, that's really what I was looking forward to. If we are going to stay here, I don't think it's a good idea that you get a truck either.
You're not.
This is stupid. Like, I really don't want you to get a truck. I really wanted to get a house.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I understand you need your vehicle to get from point A to point B, but your vehicle is not crapped out on you. It's getting shitty mileage. No, you don't have to wait till it fucking shits on you, but the plan was to move to a house that was bigger and made more sense due to proximity to Allie's physical therapist. That needs to be the priority, right? That's what we agreed on before, right?
I'm still really upset that Adam broke up with me again. And even though my dad said to just move on, I need someone to talk to. Hi!
Mama.
Hi!
What are you doing? Cold out.
Hi, baby!
Come here. Hi.
Go get your coda. Go get your coda.
Hi!
Cute. So cute when they start talking. And then they really start talking and they never shut up.
Hi. Ooh. What you looking at?
So, how's it going with Adam then? Did you guys get in a big fight or something? Or?
I don't know, like, he just stopped liking me, I guess.
What do you mean he stopped liking you?
He just stopped liking me. I mean, like, we always bicker, and he just broke up with me.
Hey, what happened?
It's just the same stuff. He was miserable when he was with me, and he just told me to get it through my head that he just doesn't want me anymore.
While that's not a particularly nice thing to say, I think that that is a very direct thing to say and something you should take to heart and then just move on. And then stop, and then just stop. And then while you're at it, just fuck it, stop. It's time to let it go, man. Easier said than done? Of course. But much like her GED, just ignore it.
And it's got to be really hard to hear that.
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
Well, I don't think you're necessarily doing anything wrong.
You're not. You're just with an abusive piece of shit. That's all it is. He's got her questioning herself. It's easier to question yourself about what you've done than to see that person for what they really are. Which I'll remind you now is a piece of shit.
It's like the more I want him, the less he likes me. And that it's just not how it should be. You be careful.
What do you like about him?
I just remember he used to tell me he loved me and stuff like that. And then it's like when I got pregnant, it just stopped. He just stopped liking me as much. I know how hard it was when you and Dad divorced for me. I got 14 years of a family.
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to get any if we're not together.
I think doing away with the concept of, you know, there's only one kind of nuclear family sort of situation. You know, Aubrey's going to feel like she's less than or has less than if, you know, we don't have this like fairy tale sort of family situation. And it's just unfortunate. It's just not true. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not the case. And it wasn't the case then. And I think getting that mentality out would have served her very well. And if she had a more well-adjusted experience with sort of divorce and, which I know is hard on everybody. We go one nice day and I've got wasps outside my door. I'm very distracted by this wasp. Get fucked. Hate has no home here, and you are a hateful creature. You deserve nothing. You get nothing. You lose. Anyway, families can still be not only functional but happy with one parent, with step parents, with, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think that the downfall and the reason she stayed so long was because A, it was something she wanted that she couldn't have, and B, this need for a family unit the way that she saw it in an ideal fashion. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just an idiot on the internet with a swivel chair and a bottle of water to keep the wasps away.
Yeah, but she will. You know, it probably isn't going to be with him. You just got to concentrate on you and her. If you just keep going on the right path, you're going to look back and you're going to think, wow, he's just so not worth it. I can tell you that things are going to get better, and there is somebody out there for you. And as painful as that is, that's just something you have to figure out.
It's just so hard.
Maybe just watch the clip of Adam calling Aubrey a mistake like 500 times and see if that does anything to your feelings. Worth a shot, right?
Now that I'm paying child support, I really should be looking for a job.
Oh, actually, when you had a kid, you should have been looking for a job. After you stole your mother's credit cards and racked up a huge bill that you had to pay back, you probably should have looked for a job. When you moved out into a place where you would have to help pay with rent, you probably should have gotten a job. You probably should have had many jobs by now.
But things with Kiefer just keep getting worse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize things with Kiefer had just kept getting worse. You're right. That's a great reason to not have a job.
I feel like he's driving me crazy, and I'm getting really insecure and jealous about him talking to other girls. Who are you texting?
Over.
Who are you texting?
No.
What's her name?
It's not a her.
What's her name?
It's not a her.
Then call her up. Call her phone. If I'm stupid, call her phone.
You know, I'm not a perfect person, believe it or not. You can ask Hoobastank. They'll tell you the same thing. But just the same, I can't imagine engaging in a relationship like this. I witnessed a lot of them in my like early adulthood, in my late teens and whatnot. I cannot imagine engaging in this, because quite frankly for me, and I've lost touch with younger me, but like at least me now, if this was an issue that went on for more than one conversation, and I had to be like, call them up, let me see who that is, we'd have been done already. We wouldn't even get to this conversation. Obviously, Kiefer and Jenelle are a special codependent pair, but I'm just saying, like, in general, I would never even get to this part of the conversation.
Kiefer.
Won't you get out of my phone?
No, because who the are you texting from a 508 number? Who is it? Who is
it's
it?
Some dude from Facebook that said what's up to me. Holy stupid.
Oh, really? That girl or one of the girls that you had saved on your phone had a 508 area code.
1, there is only one person in a 508 area code. 2, I'm really certain Kiefer's on the hard drugs now. 3, this is stupid.
It isn't.
Yeah. Then call the number. Because it's a girl. Why do you have to lie to me?
Maybe he thought you wouldn't take it well.
I've been being so honest with you.
Are you serious? I just don't like giving in to you. I don't owe you.
Oh, you don't owe me? Alright, then we're about to drive you out into the middle of nowhere.
Keep going. You got 5 seconds. Stop the car. You gonna stop the car?
No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm so upset.
Are you serious?
Well, what the else am I supposed to do, Kiefer?
Definitely this. Again, not a doctor, not purporting to be, not even purporting to know what the hell I'm talking about. But it is not a normal response to, I don't know you shit, to then floor it to leave your boyfriend out in the middle of nowhere. It's not normal, right? Like, that's not a normal thing people do, right? Like, I think we can all agree on that. And I don't like to use the word normal, because I know that normal is, there's no such thing, really. But, like, this isn't normal behavior. That's scary.
You keep doing the same thing!
And off the majestic green hoodie went down the path of least resistance into the land of never-ending construction traffic.
Even though I'm not sure if Joe hired a lawyer, I've decided to meet with one myself. I hope that I can afford to hire her, because I'm getting really nervous about the hearing.
Hi, Kayla. Oh, hi, Attorney Kate Pollock. Nice to meet you.
This is Isaac.
Hi, Isaac. How you doing? We're gonna meet in the conference room. It's right in here.
Okay.
Oh boy. That hair is both confusing and confused. There is a lot going on there. I think that is a whole head of cowlick. Listen, pixie cuts were very in at this time, right? They were very pseudo-punk, emo look. They were very popular. Kay Gosselin ruined it for all of us. I always wanted a pixie cut, but like my hair doesn't, it's too thick, it's too coarse, there's just too much, it would be too much maintenance to even try. So I never did. But one of my very close friends had a pixie cut, and I loved the way it looked on her. That's a haircut. And listen, whether or not that haircut was performed in the dark is none of my business.
Come on, Isaac. Come on. Have a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
This is a note that he wrote.
Okay. And this is Isaac's
right.
father.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he is entitled to a hearing, and it is before a judge. So, under our guidelines, our law says that on average it costs $768 a month.
Because tonight will be the night. $700 a month to take care of a kid. Sure.
To raise Isaac. He's responsible for 63% of that, or $488. You're responsible for 36%. In order to fight that amount, he's going to have to show that he's entitled to what is known as a downward deviation. From
Isaac doesn't like the downward deviation. I don't either. It's my least favorite yoga pose.
this letter, I see that there are 3 things that he's objecting to. 1, that Joe doesn't believe he can afford the amount that he was assessed. 2, that he had given you a certain amount of support prior to this court order. And he's also raising the issue that you should put in a better effort when it comes to work. I think he's going to try and argue that you should go to work full time. Now, I don't see that he actually has any valid grounds to challenge this support. However,
That's what
I
I'm
think
worried
we
about.
need to always be prepared.
I agree. Be prepared. At any moment, the All-American Rejects could show up. Cut your hair accordingly.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
As far as my services are concerned, we would enter into a retainer agreement whereby you pay me a certain fee and I can attend the hearing. Let's start with a $350 retainer and go from there.
Okay, that would be great.
Damn. $350 retainer fee? That seems painfully affordable. I don't know what painfully affordable means, but I think you got the vibe I was going for there.
Do you have any questions for me that I haven't answered?
Will his attorney question me?
If he has an attorney, he or she will be allowed to question you after I question you.
And we're both gonna ask you really invasive questions about what's going on with Jordan. What's his deal? Does he have a taller brother? Is he literally considered a giant? Do his eyebrows talk to each other when they're that close together? Does he make you cool cave drawings? Sorry, I'm just trying to get all our good Jordan jokes out of the way because he's gonna be gone soon.
Okay. It's called cross-examination.
Okay.
If you panic, slow down and breathe and ask her to repeat the question. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I get really emotional sometimes, so.
And this is a tough situation because he may make several arguments he's not allowed to make and he might try to enrage you.
Yeah.
What? Not sweet little Joe. Not Janet's baby boy. He would never.
Things between Corey and I have been rough ever since he told me that he wants to buy a truck instead of finding a new place to live. We haven't talked much, and I'm not sure how we're going to solve this disagreement. This is freaking disgusting. Oh my god, there's a spot on there. What? This is ridiculous.
Ugh. This, ew, gross. That's disgusting. Move. Burn the house down and move.
Oh god. Oh god. Ew. Why's the water up there? Because this used to be like a stand-up. This really just pisses me off. It just aggravates me.
I mean, the smell down here is like a no. Why don't you just bath them in the sink?
Because like now they're too big.
Yeah, Kayla, they're too big to be bathed in the sink.
Oh yeah, don't touch anything. Now do you see why I don't want to live here anymore?
I think we all collectively see why you don't want to live there anymore.
Thank God. This is just getting ridiculous. I'm just aggravated with all this. Like, I'm tired of giving them baths like this. Like, really. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I probably shouldn't even take my kids down there. I mean, it would be one thing if he was, like, still willing to move. But now it's like, oh, wait.
You don't want to?
Yeah, he doesn't want to. I mean, why do you change your mind about moving? Like, that's what... And you go and try to get a truck. No, I don't agree with that. I don't think it's right. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with you, girl. The daily life, health, safety, comfort of your kids comes first. I feel like a truck can be figured out. I feel like a home cannot, sort of, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have the space. You have to have the, you know what I mean? You have to have that, like, you have to have a place that's healthy and safe and accommodating for your kids. It's like top 3 things you gotta have.
I start my job today, and my mom's coming over to pick up Aubrey. I decided that I'm going to try my best not to think about Adam.
Chelsea? Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Hi, are you coming with me? And mommy going to work? You look really nice.
She was so cute. I put mine on and then she let me put it on her.
Oh, look at you. He's so pretty.
Oh my god, I live for the baby pigtails. Ugh, so cute.
Okay. Alright, got your Skippy. Give mommy a kiss.
I'm gonna kiss bye-bye. I'm going to work.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay, we're going to go have fun.
Thank you,
All
Mom.
right, yeah, bye. Love you.
Love you.
Have a good day. Good luck.
Oh my God, here I'm with Tara.
I gotta stop doing that.
Hi, Chelsea. You ready to get started today?
Oh, yeah.
Come on back. We'll go back here. So here's your shirt.
Okay.
Bathroom is straight back.
Okay, thanks.
All right, just come up front when you're ready.
Okay.
All right. So to clock in, you're just going to go up to employee. And it says you're not clocked in. Would you like to clock in at this time? Yes. All right, and I'm going to have you start filling this out. First name, last name, social security number. Once we're done with all the paperwork, I'll show you how to do the beds and everything. Do you have any questions for me yet so far?
Do you know my social security number? Because I don't, like, my dad knows that, and I don't know that one. Also, when it asks me if I want to clock in, I want to say yes, right? Is that, like, important?
Do you know, like, about how many hours a week I'll work?
No less than 15,
Okay.
I would say. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. And it's Dawn, right?
Yep.
This is Chelsea. She just started with us, so you get to be her very first check-in.
And lucky for you, you get to be on camera. Congratulations. Enjoy
You're all brown and tan.
Nice to meet you.
And there she is.
Okay. And then did you want to stick with 10 minutes this time?
Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Okay, bed 11 is ready for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Dawn. Good job.
Yay, me.
18.
So do a lot of guys come in here?
Yeah, there is actually quite a few men that tan.
And they come in with their boyfriend. I'm just kidding. Probably, though. Let's be serious. 2011, boys come in and go tanning. More likely than not.
Yep.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. Do you have a boyfriend?
My baby daddy just broke up with me.
His lost, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. There's all kinds of fish in the sea.
This is where Tara tries to turn Chelsea into an equal opportunity lover. Fucking need to stop watching this show.
Do you want to try doing the bed?
See? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you?
All right.
Might be time to get your GED, huh?
Things between Corey and I haven't gotten any better. So he took the girls to his dad's for the day while I'm having lunch with my parents.
Well, yeehaw! And hi. Whatever they say in West Virginia.
What have you guys been doing?
Working.
What about you? Any leeway on finding a house or
Yeah, right.
what do you mean you're right?
Corey doesn't know what he wants to do now. And he wants a truck instead of a house. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, he has a new vehicle though, right?
He just got this truck like 4 months ago. It's just so weird that like we started, you know, we were happy, like our whole marriage, you know, we were together in every decision that we made. And just recently it's like we just wanted to, all of a sudden.
Wonder if Corey knows something about something.
Don't make me
I mean, a marriage requires sacrifice and selflessness. Sounds to me like he needs to grow up when it comes to taking care of a family. I mean, particularly a man's wants comes last. So, what is your plan? What do you want to do?
I want a decent house for my kids. And like I don't want to go against my husband. I just feel like this isn't for myself, but it's for my kids. And I'm like to the point that
I'm gonna have to find a trailer, and I don't know how to do it.
That's what your stepdad's for.
So I was gonna see if you guys would help me.
I mean, me and Mom will help you as much as we can. You just tell me what avenue you want to take. What do you think you want to do?
I want to find a decent trailer. Like, it doesn't have to be the nicest thing ever.
How soon do you want me to start looking?
No.
Like right now. Like at dinner.
I'm so upset with Kiefer right now.
Yeah. Me too.
And I feel like I'm spiraling out of control.
Yeah. Me too.
Hello. I just cried the whole way back, and Kiefer wasn't even with me in the car. Me and Kiefer, we started arguing because he's been texting a 508 area code, and he won't show me the conversation. I tried grabbing the phone from him. He wouldn't give it to me.
Do you even know who the girl is?
I don't even know if it is a girl. I'm just assuming it is.
Well, you know what they say when you assume things. You're a fucking idiot.
Now he's calling me. Hello? Alright, well, don't come here.
You're really gonna be like this, baby. You're really gonna be like this.
Who is that 508 number? Who was it? So your ex-girlfriend you've been talking to. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? There's no reason to yell.
Because you're pissing me off.
So what are you gonna do now? Go her? Are you gonna go marry her? Are you gonna go have kids with her?
No, he's probably just gonna go do a bunch of drugs with her like he does with you. He's gonna go mooch off her. You know, all the dreamy, happy, gooey stuff you do when you're in love.
Like, what the is your plan? I'm so mad.
That's ridiculous.
Dun 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 dun.
Me when I just walk into the house that I'm squatting in.
So, let me see those text messages.
There you go. So much for a text.
No, let me see it.
What's up? Not answering. Stop texting me, please. Please don't let her text me. I don't need the drama. Just stop texting me then. Bye. Whole conversation. Put that over nothing.
Pissed off. My boyfriend that loves me oh so dearly also loves his ex-girlfriend.
So are you guys gonna stay together, or are you just gonna let him walk out?
I don't know what I want to do. I'm so upset, and he's not comforting me.
Yeah. Right. Don't forget the part where you were crying so bad and nobody cared, even though nobody was in the car. It's still a point you should probably make.
He's just sitting in the other room, just acting like I don't want his attention right now. He should be hugging me and telling me that he's sorry for what he's doing.
Yeah. That hurts me. Oh no, that's just indigestion.
What's her number?
Don't know it.
You do know it. It's in your phone. Why is she texting you out of the blue?
She didn't text me out of the blue. Every time she texts me one thing, I delete the conversation. And then she texts me again, and both parts of the conversation are there. And then I delete it. And then she texts me again, and all three parts of the conversation are there. I got 6 text messages without me answering.
So you want it to be over?
No, I don't want it to be over. I want you to stop acting stupid. If you're gonna act stupid, yeah, I want it to be over.
Honestly, Kiefer's a bum, but like, that's fair.
I'm sitting here crying my eyes out and you don't even care.
What do you mean?
There it is. We need to start playing Jenelle bingo over here.
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Care?
You're supposed to, care. And
Remember when I tried to drop your ass out in the middle of nowhere? You didn't even care. Also, this is where our sound is going to get kind of shitty on this episode. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this particular episode. Because it's iconic. It's about to get iconic in just a hot second. But like, sound's bad, picture quality's bad, it's all bad. So just...
Comfort me.
You're treating me like a piece of... Started that over nothing. You did.
Really?
Yes, you did.
Really?
Really.
Yeah. Imagine acting this way over a very, very, when I say mediocre man, in the most mediocre sense of the word. Acting this way over a mediocre man when you have a whole ass kid sitting at your mom's house that you pay child support for. Cannot relate, even a little. Thank God for that.
Leave me alone, please.
Bye, Keeper! This is not the last we'll ever see of Keeper, don't worry.
I'm dropping off Isaac at Joe's for the weekend, and I'm glad he's not home because the appeal hearing is in a few days, and I'm really nervous about it.
So how is your lawyer working out for you?
Good.
Is she expensive?
The whole process is expensive because you pay the lawyer, you have to take time away from school, work, then you have to pay court fees.
What do you think court's gonna go?
I'm freaking out a little bit about going back to court.
Well, that's a good sign. You know, that means that you're not in court too much. Because if you get comfortable going to court and you're not a lawyer like myself, you probably need to reprioritize, or perhaps you're just being taken to court by a shitty co-parent. I don't know what the point I was reaching for there was. I was just so busy missing Kiefer, and I was crying and nobody was comforting me.
So I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Because every time we've gone before, he just freaks out.
Think it's gonna be the same thing? You gonna freak out?
Yeah. So he's going to do everything in his power to make his payment as low as possible.
Why have you got the witness?
And I feel it.
Sounds like fun. Also, I'm really sorry about this audio. It's upsetting to me too. I know it's all blown out and crispy. I'm sorry. Okay, the next one will be better. They're not all winners. There's like 7,000 episodes. Just let this be the one that sucks, okay?
It'll be a fight to the finish. We're just going to keep battling it out.
This feels like a very necessary segment. This feels like a segment that was purely for filler. Because there was nothing new experienced in the past like 2 minutes.
I haven't talked to Keeper since our huge argument.
And it's been about 25 minutes.
But he just texted and said he was on his way back over to talk, even though I don't want to see him. To make matters worse, Tori's boyfriend and some of his friends have been partying all afternoon in the house. I'm not dealing with people being in this house 24/7. Look, I'm not even in there right now, so don't tell me you, okay? Just because Kiefer's gonna be a bitch to you doesn't mean you have to be a bitch to me.
That's right, you tell her, Tori.
No, all of you guys have been treating me bad.
I was treated bad today? Tell me what the have I done? Exactly not a thing.
Okay, Tori.
Whatever. It's not mine. I'm the one that cleans the house. I'm the one that brought the furniture in here. But you haven't done nothing.
Bitch, you don't even have a job. You want to talk to somebody about doing nothing? I got a fucking laundry list for you, and I bet you laundry's on it too.
So what about the groceries that Tyler said not here? It's because Kiefer's not here for you to yell at him. Doesn't mean you have to argue with me.
Alright, I'm moving out today.
I don't give a anymore. Honestly, move the out. And I'm taking those couches too, and everything. Couches.
I'm gonna do this right now.
Where's the rest of my clothes, Tori? I get it if you get the out. Where's the rest of my clothes? Where's the rest of my clothes? Out.
If you don't know, you're about to.
Where's the rest of my clothes? Get the out. I want my clothes. I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Oh, well, here's mine. This is mine. What else is mine, Tori? Get out. Don't push me. I'm not kidding. I will get you your... No, I want my... Get the out.
drumsticks came from, but no argument with Jenelle would be complete without... Also, like, where the fuck do you think you're gonna move to? You gonna move back in with Jace because you kind of like living with him, like you said before? Okay. Can't wait. Barbara's gonna be thrilled.
My first day of work went really well. But as much as I'm trying not to think about Adam, I just can't get him off my mind. At least I get to see Aubrey because I really missed her. Who's that? Are you mad because I left you? Come here! Wanna have a Coke? Because I missed you so much.
Was it hard to be away from her?
Yeah. I'm just tickling you.
So it was a good job. You think you're gonna like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Mom. It's brainless work. Absolutely brainless. Plus, my friend Tara's face is upside down. It's a great icebreaker for conversation.
People nice there?
Well, I was just saying the manager later. She's really, really, really nice.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So have you heard from Adam?
No.
When the fuck would she have heard from Adam? See, listen, I understand that a lot of like talk about whatever the primary topic is for that girl, their underlying story. Like for Chelsea, it's Adam. For Kale, it's, you know, Joe and being on the verge of homelessness. For, you know, Leah, it's, you know, Allie's medical condition. For Jenelle, it's being a fucking menace to society. Every girl has her own little sub-story that is kind of the through line. So I understand that in some cases they're like, why don't you ask Chelsea about Adam? And then that's the segment. But like, if she's been at work all day, why the fuck would she have heard from Adam? Who also broke up with her. Why would you continue to bring that up? You know? Also, we've already had a long conversation about Adam, you know, in this episode. So, it just kind of feels like overkill by men at work at this point, okay?
Does he know you started today? A new job, right? He doesn't care. Okay.
Give me a kiss, bye-bye. Give me a kiss. That's nice. Love you. Bye.
All right. Okay, love you. Love you. Okay, bye.
I believe the words you were looking for were, thank you, Mom.
Hi.
How's that working thing going?
I went alright. The boss lady was really nice and funny. I don't even do it. I was just like, my mind was off all day. My mind all day today wasn't, it was thinking about him.
Just move on is a very easier said than done statement. You can't just move on from, you can't change how your heart feels. Like, you can't. I will be the one screaming, leave him, until the moment she meets her future husband. But like, I also fully understand you cannot change the way your heart feels. Even though it's frustrating for everyone around her and the viewer. And everyone else can see what she can't see. You can't change the way your heart feels, man. It's hard to do.
But everyone else is happy except me.
That's not true. I was fucking miserable in 2011. If that's any retrospective consolation.
You don't apparently want to be happy because you stay with him.
I'm not happy either way, really.
Well, you can get happy though if you're not with him.
That's the thing. It's like one of those, it's like going to the gym, right? You want results, but you want those results right away. And that's not going to happen, right? You have consistency is what you need. Things that flourish and things that are good often take time and they take consistency. And you have to be strong enough to say, I'm worth more than the douchebag that's sitting on my couch insisting we watch Tears of the Sun.
He's been doing this for 3 years now. It ain't gonna change.
He doesn't feel sad at all.
Well, you never have.
I I know it's kind of blown out, but I think what she said was she's sad because he doesn't feel the same way about her at all. It is sad. It's sad for her, and it's sad for Aubrey, but not as sad as staying in a really miserable relationship and having it further affect her and then come to affect Aubrey. That's much worse. Right, and that's what it comes down to, you know. So much of your life is given to your children when you have them, if you have them. And that has to factor into your personal relationships too. Is this the relationship I want to show my child? Is this how I want to show my child relationships should be? Is this the disrespect I want to show my child that they should be receiving? Or would it be better for them to see me do it by myself and only take in respectful relationships, only surround myself with people who actually love and care about me and show it? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that Chelsea is showing Aubrey by staying with Adam is that Aubrey should also tolerate abject disrespect and emotional abuse. And you don't want to show your kids that, especially your daughters, man.
I'm gonna start looking for trailers tomorrow with my dad, and I hope that Clay will change his mind and come along with us.
Yeah. That'd be good. Bet he won't, though.
I really don't want to get. I don't think it's smart to jump into it right now.
I didn't say I was up into it today. I am looking around. Just I feel like you're just thinking about yourself. It started off with you wanting to get a truck. And I got aggravated because I've been telling you that we needed a decent home. I've been telling you that. And then you go out here and have this thing on to buy this truck. Instead of buying the mobile home, $9,000. I don't own a lot that you're only paying $140 a month for. And the physical therapist can come to the house. We can save money. We own our house. And it's a good house. It's not falling apart.
Stay with us, Corey. Hello? Hello? Are you in there?
I don't care if I have to pay $100 a month as long as I can bath my own kids.
You can bath there.
Yeah, you can bath them down there. There's a whole ecosystem down there. They take baths, don't they?
That's getting kind of ridiculous. There's a bathtub downstairs. You take my kids down there, bath in the hot tub, and not to mention when it rains, our basement floods and it mildews, so I don't know how much mildew's down there.
All valid reasons to find a new house.
It's not you, so you don't care.
You make it sound like I don't care about kids, but I'm not making a bad decision.
Well, I have to give them bath. But something that every decision you make is the only decision that's allowed to be made.
I'm tired of making immature decisions.
I have to think about Allie and Aaliyah.
In a physical sense. In a direct sense. In every sense. Yes, I agree. I'm with Leah on this one.
I am too.
So do you.
I am too.
No, so do you.
What you want. I know what I'm doing with it.
Okay, but it doesn't work like that because property ownership is not, unless you have two fully financially stable people with separate financial situations, as in like separate bank accounts, this is a two-person decision. You can't just go, well, do whatever you want then. I know that I don't want to do that. That's passive-aggressive and shitty.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Okay. That's your final choice. That's your final choice?
I'm getting a trailer. You can call if you want to call.
I think Corey is being unnecessarily stubborn. Unless, of course, he already knows something. Sorry if some of these scenes are cropped funny, too. There's a lot of changing babies and bathing babies in this episode, so I tried to do my best to get rid of that. Anyway, let's roll the outro. Well, we've done it. We've done another episode. And good for us. We deserve that. I'm really sorry about the last quarter of that episode because holy shit, that audio sucks. But the next one is better, so don't worry about it. Anyway, thanks for being here. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know. That's my ride. I gotta go. Okay, bye. Don't betray me. It's no bueno.